citizen Charlotte, you're all staying safe and well as City end a run of 5 defeats, but it almost feels like another defeat, this one, doesn't it? You can't be 3-0 up and then draw 3-3 with a team have kept going. Feyenoord, we can say that about them, but they offered absolutely nothing in this game, and most of the problems started when we started giving things away, and just another characterless performance for the last 15-20 minutes of that game from City, from the players on the pitch. Pep will have to sort it out very, very quickly, otherwise this season is turning into a total disaster. So this is the story of the game. City 3, Feyenoord 3, 26th November, 8 PM kickoff. Match day 5, of course. We'll talk about where that leaves us in the table when we finish this. This is a serious, and I'll try and be not so serious, but at the moment things are pretty serious, aren't they? I'll try to add a few expletives or keep it calm during this one. Please check out my player ratings feature, guys, on this game as well for individual ratings. Let's get on with this game. Pep's 11, 3 changes to Spurs. I got 10 out of 11. I was happy with that. I just had Walker in instead of Lewis. That was it. That was the only difference between me and Pep. So it should have been, I think, good enough to win this game. It certainly was for 70 odd minutes until Pep defended his changes, his substitutions, but he's bound to, isn't he? He's not going to say, well, he could hold his hands up and say, I made a mistake, but he's not going to do that, is he? Anyway, the 11, Ederson, Lewis, Akanji, Aki, Gvardiol, Bernardo, Gundo, Matthias Lewis, that's Nunes, of course, Foden, Haaland and Grealish. On the bench, Ortega, Carson. Oh, Carson's back on the bench. Walker, Diaz, De Bruyne, Savi, Wright, Simpson, Pusey, O'Reilly, McAtee and Wilson Esbrand. So not the strongest bench, although I know Mr Diaz was there. Why wasn't Mr Diaz brought on instead of Simpson Pusey? No idea. Feyenoord, Wellenrufer, Nieuwkoop, Trone, Hanko, Smal, Hwang, Malambo, Timber, Haj, Musa, Karinga and Igor Peg. So I won't bother with the substitutes. I can't struggle with them as well. Right, 10 minutes, first chance, a header by Haaland, flicked down, hit the post before being scrambled away by the keeper. So if he hadn't hit the post, or it may have gone in. It wasn't bad by Haaland. He didn't get a lot of power on it. Not much power, but it did okay with it. That's all I can say. 13 minutes, the keeper, Wellenreuther, plays out a goal, but we managed to win it back. And Grealish seemingly sends a shot towards goal, but Foden manages to block it. Now, I've not had a chance to watch that one back, but because I thought it must have gone out for a corner, but of course it was Foden in the way. So it looked to me from my angle up the other end, behind the goal, that it was on its way in, but there you go, ended up as a goal kick. Wellenreuther this time makes a fine save on 23 minutes from Foden. Yeah, that was almost up for that one. It looked as though it might sneak in, but he couldn't quite find the bottom corner. And that was about it, really, until just before half-time, when from nothing, really, lots of men, lots of defensive, lots of men behind the ball for Feyenoord. They offered very little going forward. And yeah, I thought it'd been given for a handball, this penalty, initially, but of course there was a foul. Haaland got his legs, he got his shooting foot kicked away from him, and that's, I believe, what it was given for, because I think the handball deflected up off the part of the body, which normally wouldn't be given as a handball here anyway. I don't know what the Champions League's like, but we had to wait a little while. The goalie was pissing about, trying to waste time as well. Don't know why he didn't get booked, in fairness. I think the goalkeeper should. I don't think he got booked anyway for time wasting, but Haaland this time, as opposed to the last time he took a penalty where it sort of phased him out and he didn't score it, this time he was okay. It wasn't the greatest penalty, but the keeper went the wrong way, so it was good enough to go in. And that made Haaland the quickest player to 50 goal involvements in Champions League history. So at least one nice record last night. I'll tell you about a disappointing one later. Half time, 1-0. I thought surely at that stage, 1-0 up, we're gonna sort of put this one to bed, and it certainly looked like that, didn't it, for 70 odd minutes. Into the second half, 49 minutes. Bernardo finds space, puts in Nunes. It was an okay shot by Nunes. It might have done a little bit better, but the keeper managed to save that one. 50 minutes, it's 2-0 for City. Almost game over, isn't it? From a corner, Gundo sort of swings at it. The ball bounced off a defender. I think the goalie might have had it covered. Wasn't his other goal the deflected one as well that he scored? But hey, he got to, at least he hit the target, so he gets the goal. So well, all credit to him. He's not had a great time, has he? 53 minutes. It's 3-0. Yes, definitely game over. Surely Nunes down the right. Lovely little slide across into that area of temptation, that in area where defenders don't like to put a foot on it. But Inspector Gadget himself stretches out his Inspector Gadget leg, Erling Haaland, and turns it in. Great goal from Erling. Nice little move by Nunes, to say, nice little pass across. 68 minutes. Then we get the substitutions. Yes, we bring on the experienced Simpson Pusey for Aki. Okay, we bring on McAtee for Gundo. Okay, and we bring on KDB for Foden. I can live with KDB. The other two, I'm not too sure, but as I said, Pep did defend it. But hey, I think Pep made a mistake. Just admit it, mate. 75 minutes. Gvardiol, obviously, another. Ends up as another poor game for this guy. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to find Simpson Pusey. Simpson Pusey wasn't aware that he was trying to find him. And of course that allowed Musa to steal him. And yeah, I thought Ederson was a little bit, not greatly at fault, but a little bit too, coming out a little bit too much. And I think that's what happened with the next two as well. But I don't think Ederson was great on that one. But of course it all stemmed from Gvardiola's error. And they're back in it, but 3-1. City in the past would have closed this game out quite easily and quite comfortably, but this isn't City of the past, is it? 82 minutes, another Gvardiol error. Ederson is beaten at the near post. It sort of goes down the right. There's two players totally free on the right hand side. I don't know where our defenders were. And of course, I think it's Latombo. I don't know if it was a shot or a cross, but Ederson's a little bit distracted at his front post, shall we say, and it manages to hit the post and ends up trundling along, rebound along the line for Jimenez to bundle it over with his chest, I think. And we were hoping perhaps it hit his arm, but it didn't. His chest. So it's 3-2. And we're in the shit, aren't we, basically? And apparently this is an interesting record. We've conceded 2 or more goals in 6 consecutive matches for the first time since 1963. Bloody hell, Pep's continuing to break all the records, but the wrong ones at the moment. He's even breaking records of when we were pretty shit, so that's not good, is it? But he's got plenty in the bank. He's got credit in the bank. We're all right. 88 minutes. McAtee is booked for wasting time when he manhandles the keeper. I believe he was trying to stop him getting a quick break, but flipping heck, if we can't defend from the keeper in his own box. Having said that, we probably had, our line was probably up to the 18-yard box of theirs at the time, so that's probably why he did it, knowing our defensive abilities or total inadequacy. 90 minutes, it's 3-3. Shocking. Ederson sort of charges out. There was no way he was going to ever get to it. It's just stupid. Ederson has obviously had a brain fart of a game. Never looks like getting it. Left in no man's land, of course. Paxo man storms away, puts it across, and Lewis is at the back. He's not getting it. He's about 4'6". He's not going to get to it. And then again, he sees this big defender coming to head it, and he shits himself and turns away from it anyway. So the defender has an easy option to put the ball in the net, heads the ball in the net. So I'm not happy with Lewis, not happy with Ederson, just not happy with our total defensive unit, which had been caught on the halfway line again. You know, we're 3-2 up and we're playing up to the halfway line. I think Postecoglou and Spurs with 9 men did a similar thing. It felt like we had fucking 9 men on the pitch sometimes. 3-3. We did have a chance. They were just as more likely to score in the last 5 additional minutes as us, in fairness, but Grealish hit the bar with a deflected shot, which was the closest we came. So really, to sum up, as you can see, Shambolic, really, Feyenoord had nothing in this game. They had nothing to offer. We totally collapsed after, of course, Gvardiol made that error with Simpson Pusey. Can't blame him. He wasn't alert to what Gvardiol was trying to do or attempting to do. And City's poor play not only leads to defeats, but of course this draw looks like a defeat. No character. We needed to close that game down. There were leaders on the pitch. We did have KDB on the pitch, don't forget, for this game, and 1 or 2 other guys. But at 3-1, we should have, he should have just fucking pulled them to one side and said, look, 3-1, let's just do the simple stuff. Let's not try and be too clever. Let's waste a bit of time. naivety is unbelievable with City. So it was like that when we were good, but I mean it's even worse now. We're being shambolic. It really should have been closed down. And we've got all to do, of course. So the table there doesn't lie. We lie 15. That's before Wednesday night's game, so could be around 19, 20, 21st by Thursday morning. And at this point in time, I think we're not bad enough not to get in 9th to 24th place, which means we've got an extra 2 games in February the way it's going. I can't see any difference to that. If we lose our last 3, who knows? That might, we might not even bloody qualify. But certainly 2 of them, you would expect we're going to be under extreme pressure. And the other one, if we've lost the other 2 or drawn one and not won any of them, it's going to be a bloody nightmare. But that's to come. Let's worry about that when it happens. Not good enough. The stats: City, 18 shots, 9 on target. They had 10-5 on target. Possession was 64%. Not great considering they had sod all, really. They didn't do much. Passes 630, 370. Our pass accuracy, not great, 89%. That's low for us, 82 for them. We had 7 fouls to their 13. 1 yellow card each, which I thought I'd say was probably justifiable if McAtee was trying to break something up. Offsides, none for us, 1 for them. We had 10 corners to 2. Man of the match, I think generally Manchester Evening News, City, me, myself, has to be Haaland because he scored a couple of goals. Other than that, probably Nunes was the guy who stood out. Some headlines from the back pages. David Anderson's been busy. He must have earned a few quid last night. He wrote for the Mirror, Blew It. He wrote for the Express, Sick Man of Europe. And he wrote for the Daily Star, Another Feyenoord Mess. I like that one. That's quite a good one, actually. I might use that in my... somewhere. I don't know. Daily Mail's Jack Gorm says City hit a new low, and inside Shell Shock City blow shot at redemption. We did. Guardiola, it's going to be a tough season. It already is. Haaland top rated with the Daily Mail with 8. That's Jack Gorm did that. The local rag, the Manchester Evening News back page, Nord way. Of course, Haaland a bit upset after scoring 2 and being on the losing side. Inside Sam Bukowski, City showed just how brittle they are after turning Cruz into a nightmare. We certainly did. The Pep said fans were right to boo us. We didn't hear any booing in the South Stand. It must be these main stand guys again. They don't like the old days. But there's no booing where I was, put it that way, in the South Stand. Joe Bray, Pep defends his subs and Josko after poor errors. Well, I appreciate him defending Guardiola, but I don't think, as I said, I don't think he can defend his decision, especially when you've got someone like Diaz, who probably needed a few minutes on the bench. If he's, if he's on the bench, he should be fit enough to come on and play. Absolutely ridiculous, and as though he's not going to take a chance on him. I mean, he'll get injured. If he's just as likely to get injured against Feyenoord, who are not exactly that physical, just as likely to get injured getting up in the morning. So, no, not good enough from Pep last night. If I was rating Pep, it would be probably 3 or 4 last night out of 10. And I don't know where he got all his scratches and things, and whether he did it himself. I have no idea, but if you saw that picture of his scratches on his head and his nose, so... poor Pep, eh? Poor Pep. Let me know. I mean, the way it's going, he won't be seeing this. He'll be fans are booing him. He'll be walking. I wouldn't blame him. He doesn't care, does he? He's got all the cred in the bank. He don't give a shit, really. All right, it'd be a bit of a downer for him, but he needs to pick these guys up. So thanks for joining me for this. Please check out, as I said, my player ratings. And of course, out very, very soon. This will be fun. Pep's 11 for the visit of Anfield. So join me for that and give me some cheerful comments, guys. Cheer me up. Be wonderful. Just not good enough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoy what I try and do, please, if you're not already subscribed, if you can do so, that'd be wonderful. It'd be great to have you on board. Spread the word. Press that bell notification knowing these vlogs are coming out. And if you do check through the channel, see stuff on film and TV as well. So if you want to have a break from football, I do. If you want to have a break from football, have a look at that, guys. See what I'm watching and what you might fancy yourself. It'd be great to have you on board. And yes, if you do want to support me, I'm always after any support you can give. And to do so, just please stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed the feature, and yeah, if you can support me through the subscription, if you can subscribe, guys, that'd be wonderful if you've not already done so. We do actually have memberships at the moment, just 99p a month, so you get access to all my City stuff, including all the history vlogs, dozens and dozens not been published yet that you get immediate access to, and every time I do a edit and do a vlog, you get immediate access to it as well. So you can have a copy of scripts as well if you want any hard copy of the sort of things I do on matches and teams and managers and players, etc, etc. So if you can join the membership, that'd be wonderful. We do have sponsors at the moment. Kippax 6505 are our current sponsor. They have a little eBay shop, so if you check in the comments section, there's a link there to the shop. They sell movie posters from the 90s and 2000s. They sell DVDs, some classic Hollywood movies, some classic foreign language ones. And if you do see anything you fancy on there, if you do place an order, just mention me, just say Bernard sent you, and you automatically get 10% reduction in the cost of your order. So fill your boots, guys, and my thanks to Kippax 6505. And yeah, if you want to support the channel just by watching the ads, that helps. Watch the ads, let them play through while you just have to check your phone or something, let it play out. And of course, if you follow any of the links, that always works as well. If you follow a link to one of the ads and you fancy something, I've done it myself. I've followed a link and actually purchase something from another organisation, but it can happen. It can happen. Not all ads are stuff you're not interested in. And of course, if you can give us a like, guys, that's be absolutely fantastic. All likes are much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next time, of course, I only ever ask one thing, don't I? Please, I ask you all to stay safe, especially you Blues. Until the next time, come on, City. Bye for now.